And as regional indigenes of the Federal Capital Territory continue to make a strong call for greater inclusion in the governance structure of the country, a group of women have demanded that FCT indigenes be appointed amongst commissioners of the FCT Civil Service Commission. The group, known as the FCT Mothers for All, in a media briefing in Abuja, commended the Nigerian government for approving the appointment of Grace Adayilo, an FCT indigene, as permanent secretary. They say despite this appointment, the FCT indigenes particularly still feel significantly marginalized.
We kindly urge Mr. President and the First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, who is the mother of us all, the FCT Minister, Chief Yenso Wike, to hearken to our appeal and give the FCT women a voice by appointing more women in the cabinet, more women in the structure of the FCT, and more women to run affairs of the FCT. We are tired of being sidelined at the benchmark. We are tired of being second options.
FCT now is a state. We are grateful with the appointment of our sister being given permanent secretary. But there are other positions that at least we are pleading, Oliver Twist. We still need more, like commissioners, head of service, and chairman, Civil Service Commission. Please, we are pleading with Mr. President.
It's time Nigeria brace up to that opportunity. We are asking for only 35% affirmation. We're not asking for 50-50. I think this is enough to say that all we want is equity, fairness, and justice, because right now this is injustice. This is unfair. This is not what was promised. This is not inclusiveness. We want more. That is all we're asking. We want women at the ends of affairs. The same way men have made mistakes, women have also made mistakes, and we want more women. We want this government to encourage women in government.
Yeah, what is the position of the FCT APC now, and what should the Minister of FCT do to address the growing concern of members of the APC in FCT? Let's speak with the former secretary of the party and former chairman of the Abuja Municipal Area Council, Honorable Abdulahi Adamu Candido. Very warm welcome to Newsnight. I mean, the agitations by indigenes is getting louder and louder, but I know by the creation of the fathers of the nation, I mean, from Muritala Mohammed government, Muritala Obasanjo government, and the rest, when FCT was, made the federal capital, it was seen as, a conglomerate of the entire nation, as the Nigerian capital and the rest. What is this indigenization problem in the FCT?
Thank you very much. I think I need to be very specific here. Yes, I'm an indigene of the Federal Capital Territory, but I'm more of a pan-Nigerian as far as I'm concerned. I speak more for the people of FCT, both as indigenes and residents. And as a party man, really, our concern is that, yes, we had some flaws during the during the last election. Unfortunately, that is telling in us now.
You didn't give Mr. President the required 25%. So,
yes, so in that light, I felt, or we're feeling that, are we passing through some punishment because of that?
Your senator is from another party, Labour Party.
So yes, that was our feeling and thinking. But we felt it is better we are encouraged the more, because the city, the capital city, seems to be a wild city politically, and capital cities all over the world usually opposing a party that is in office usually. So FCT is not an exception, and that the FCC people haven't given their best, okay, and then of course they got overwhelmed by the opposition vote, and then we couldn't get the 25%. And so we are looking at it as if whether that could be the reason why the APC members are not treated where they are supposed to be treated.
You are not being given juicy appointments in the FCT.
No, we have. Indeed, we just have to commend the government of the day, led by Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, because since 1999 that we got this political dispensation in place, FCT people have never gotten one member into the Federal Executive Council. This is the first time, and for us, we are not ingrates. We are grateful to Mr. President.
So there you have
we have a member now sitting side by side with other Nigerians.
Yes, the Minister of Special Duties.
Exactly. So we are too happy. We are very happy. But what we are only concerned is that at the FCT level, okay, where we have FCT being led by a representative of Mr. President, because the President is our Governor General.
Yes.
By implication, whoever he appoints as minister is our governor.
He's appointed a PDP man by the maybe APC.
It doesn't matter. It's the citizens of this country. Okay. What is our own concern is that since the President is an APC member, he remains an APC man. It means he's leading an APC administration. And so whoever he delegated his responsibility in the FCT, he also should be seen, okay, administering an APC government, even if he's, from another political party. So those of us in APC were feeling we have not been able to have, a tete-a-tete with him. Our members, particularly the leadership of the party, have not been able to have opportunity of sitting side with the minister to say, hey, you are welcome. Here we are owners of this party, we are leaders of this party here, and we felt as you carry out one or two things for the people.
Well, he's not a member of your party now. He's only working for, like you said.
He's a Nigerian. He can be appointed by Mr. President. Any Nigerian can be appointed. But what we're saying that as members of this party in the FCT,
you need a voice.
We need a voice. The president is our governor, and he is representing the president.
And your voice is not being heard.
It's not being heard. If not,
in what areas, for example?
Very good. For inputs making.
Because look.
For inputs making, the president having appointed him, he's as our governor. We need to sit with our government to say these are areas that we feel this can be done, that can be done, this can be also resolved. Unfortunately, because our leadership of the party has never met with Mr. Wike, we are feeling we are not being treated as is expected. And therefore, for us, having passed a lot of confidence on him, as far as infrastructure development is concerned, Mr. Wike has done so much, and we really appreciated him. And we are going to continue supporting him.
In resurfacing Meitama, Sokora.
The city itself.
What happened, listen,
okay.
What happens to the area councils?
Oh, he has done so much because...
In Buari, or is it in Karo, or is it in Kubwa? Is it in Duse Alaji? No, look, Nigerians want to know. Yes. We all live in the FCT. I'm in the FCT.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
For us, as far as
because the local councils are not working.
The councils are doing the little they can.
How little? With all the, when you were in office?
I led a council.
Yes.
Okay, for 6 good years, and I think people can speak for what I did. Okay, now that we are saying, for the first time in the history of this Federal Capital Territory, this is the first time that we have a minister complementing the effort of area councils. And in the last 3 weeks or so, this minister has been found going up and down, coordinating some infrastructure development for the area councils. This is the first time. We've never had it so good like that. And so we're saying he has done so much and he has done so well. But our concern is that the party in place, okay, the party in office is APC. He represents Mr. President here. He is our governor. Whether he belongs to our party or not, at least the leadership of our party should be seen around him, because as he moves around, commissioning this or trying to put in place some infrastructure in the area council, the people, the locals here should see the people that are leading this party in the FCT. Else, they will feel we are not in place. And it's going to affect the fortunes of our party when election comes around. That is just our complaint. And we're feeling that if he tried to beat with us, since he came, though I'm not a party official for now, I used to be the first former party secretary, but at least we are around our own party official. And they are complaining that they have never been able to have, any discussion
or any meeting with Mr. Minister. He may have his own thinking and his own ways, but we feel it is better that he meet with the party leadership so that he will listen to them and get their input as far as governance of this area council and FCT is concerned. That is our thinking.
And the women, they seem to be really happy and joyous. I mean, the Indigenes of the Federal Capital Territory praising, you know, the appointment of Grace Adailo as the permanent secretary in the FCT.
He has done so well in that regard. Apart from Grace Adailo, who is our sister and aborigine of this FCT, he has also appointed a Yoruba lady, okay, who is also a political player in the FCT here. These are things we are saying. If you want to appoint people, appoint both the FCT natives and the FCT residents who are playing politics here. If you bring people who don't know anything about the political, you know, equation of FCT, you are not helping the party per se, because they don't know anything about us. But if you appoint a northerner, you appoint a southerner, you appoint an indigene who are active political players in the FCT, we are saying is going to be the best thing that he may, you know, be able to get much more inputs and advice from them, instead of getting, you are new here and then you are bringing people who also don't know anything about this place. You may not get the best of advice and the input that is required for the running of this FCT.
And the security situation in the Federal Capital Territory until recently degenerated to, you know, creating very palpable fears on the minds of residents of the Federal Capital Territory. Would you say it's improved?
For me, sincerely, it has improved significantly under the watch of Mr. Minister. He has done so much in that regard, because this is someone who is not just sleeping, who is not just directing affairs. He goes out to take charge, right? And then we are lucky to have a commissioner of police who have, you know, risen from ranks until he get to this commissionership. He has been working around FCT.
Igwe is a super cop.
Exactly. Yeah. And therefore, with Igwe and the political will of Mr. Minister, I think the security challenge that we're experiencing in FCT is now, you know, slowing down and coming down a little bit. And I think that is why people can now do one or two little businesses.
Even with the one chance situation that is claimed, you know, painfully, lives.
Yeah, possibly these are things that have been around us for some time. But with the political leadership we have in place now, led by Mr. Uke, I want to believe that sooner than later, most of these issues may likely reduce to a certain extent. Of course, not that it's going to be completely eradicated immediately, but it's going to be reduced significantly in the case as far as
where we can sleep without two eyes closed.
Exactly.
Okay, thank you so very much, Honorable Abdulahi Adamu Candido, former chairman of the Abuja Municipal Area Council and pioneer secretary of the All Progressives Congress in the Federal Capital Territory, for coming.
Thank you very much
on News 9.
Thank you.